Welcome to the Mind-Gut Conversation, your go-to podcast for exploring cutting-edge ideas in optimal health and the fascinating science of mind-gut microbiome interactions. I'm your host, Emma Maya. Here we bring together thought leaders, groundbreaking researchers, and innovative practitioners to share insights that can transform the way you understand your body, mind, and overall well-being. Whether you're a health enthusiast, a curious learner, or a professional in the field, this podcast is your gateway to unlocking the secrets of the mind-gut connection. So settle in, open your mind, and join us as we journey into the science and stories shaping the future of health. Have you ever wondered why men and women respond differently to stress, gut problems, or even emotional situations? I have long suspected that the answer lies in the brain, and our research program at UCLA, the Oppenheimer Center for Neurobiology of Stress and Resilience, has explored this hypothesis for several decades and has published numerous scientific manuscripts on the topic. One of the most recent studies by our research group, led by Dr. Lisa Kilpatrick and co-workers, and published recently in the journal Biology of Sex Differences, aimed at identifying the mechanisms in the central nervous system contributing to sex differences in stress responsiveness, how in gut-related symptoms, and emotional responses. Study results showed that men and women have different patterns of brain connectivity between the brainstem, which manages autonomic body functions like breathing and heart rate, and emotion-regulating networks in the brain, the so-called limbic system, which handles different aspects of emotions and bodily awareness. These differences may be part of the reason why women are more likely to experience conditions like IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, anxiety, and chronic pain. This study is part of a growing field of research showing that the gut and brain are in constant conversation, and this connection may not be the same for everyone. Dr. Kilpatrick and her team used advanced brain imaging, so-called functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI, to look at how the brainstem communicates with the limbic system in healthy men and women. These brain regions play important roles in sensing what's happening inside the body, like movements, contractions, or distension of the gut, a process called interoception, regulating emotions and attention, and behavioral responses to pain and stress. They also measured heart rate variability, a signal from the nervous system that shows how well the body handles stress, and asked participants about their emotional awareness, anxiety, and body awareness. The key findings from the study can be broken down into the following areas. Women have stronger connectivity between brainstem areas and parts of the brain involved in emotions and bodily sensations. The amygdala, for example, a key central emotion processing region. The insular cortex, a region concerned with body awareness, amongst other things, and the hippocampus plays a role in memory and stress regulation. These stronger links observed could explain why women are more sensitive to gut and other bodily sensations and emotional experiences, and why they may be more prone to stress-related conditions like IBS. In contrast, men showed more activity connecting the brainstem with brain regions related to movement and attention control, such as the cingulate cortex and the precentral gyrus, motor cortex, another term for the motor cortex. Even though other explanations are possible, these results may mean that men are more likely to respond to internal body signals in ways tied to action and mental control, while women may experience a more emotional or sensory response. A key part of the study looked at how the autonomic nervous system, or ANS, which modulates the function of all organs in the body, including heart rate, rate of respiration, digestion, and even the gut microbiome, relates to the bidirectional brain-gut communication. The researchers found that heart rate variability, or the so-called cardiovagal tone, was linked to these brain connections differently in men and women. In women, heart rate variability was associated with greater awareness of bodily states and higher emotional responsiveness, while in men, higher heart rate variability was more connected to focused attention and physical readiness. When viewed together, these findings suggest that the body's stress response system acts differently based on sex, affecting how emotions and gut sensations are processed. So why does this matter? This study helps explain why many chronic diseases, including disorders of gut-brain interactions, chronic pain, and mood disorders, are more common in women, including but not limited to IBS, anxiety and depression, fibromyalgia, and chronic pain. It also supports the idea that mental and physical health can't be separated, especially when it comes to stress and the digestive system. By showing how men and women experience gut-brain communication differently, the research opens the door to more personalized treatments. For example, women may benefit more from therapies targeting emotion regulation and body awareness, such as mindfulness or gut-directed hypnotherapy. And studies have shown that these are effective in many IBS patients. Men, on the other hand, respond better to interventions focused on behavioral strategy or stress resilience training. So the big picture. This study reinforces an ancient and powerful idea. The brain and body are deeply interconnected, and this relationship is shaped by our biology, including sex. The brainstem connects differently to emotional and sensory areas in men and women. These brain-gut pathways may influence how we process stress, pain, and gut sensation. And women's stronger emotional brainstem links may explain higher rates of gut-related disorders and emotional sensitivity. Finally, men may show more motor control-related brainstem connections, influencing how they regulate internal body signals. Your gut, your emotions, and your ability to manage stress are all interconnected through a neural highway that connects the gut with cortical regions in the brain. And this highway has a crucial hub in the brainstem. Our findings suggest that for women, the system may be more emotionally tuned. For men, it may be more behavioral driven. Men and women literally feel the gut-brain connection differently, and understanding this could lead to more personalized, effective care for stress, digestion, and emotional well-being. Understanding these sex-related differences can help doctors, therapists, and individuals make better decisions about how to care for both physical and mental health with approaches that are better matched to individual needs. Thank you for listening.